guys, welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are you? I hope you're doing well and you're safe and you're enjoying the warm weather while it lasts. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Pallavi. I'm a med school student studying in Prague in Czech Republic, and I just talk about my life as a student and all the things that come along with it. So this video, I wanted to be a bit more of like an updates kind of video, mostly because I missed an upload last week because I got sick. You can probably still hear it in my voice. I am very nasally even now. You can probably hear everything that's going on outside. I should close the window. Hopefully that sounds a little bit better. Yeah, okay, so this is gonna be an updates video, basically what I've been up to since I came back from my holiday in Mauritius. And I'm gonna do this while unboxing something I'm very excited about. I have been given a gift of an iPad. It's been something that I've wanted for like 2 years, basically since before med school. I really wanted to make sure, like, I wanted an iPad for med school, right? I've seen all the videos. I've also seen all my friends use them. I have asked them how useful they find it and they rave about it, so finally I got one. And I'm just gonna unbox it and maybe set it up while talking to you. I don't have a script. This might be a bit rambly, but hopefully you can deal with it, and I will try not to get too distracted by this brand new toy that I'm real excited about. Also, ignore the sniffles. Sorry. Ta-da! First things first, what have I been up to? So I have to complete a rotation in the hospital with a nurse. What is that? I have to complete a rotation in the hospital with the nursing department. That's just part of my course, part of my program. We took nursing in first year and in second year, and part of that credit is doing the rotation in the hospital, which is great actually, because we don't really get that much hospital time apart from nursing to actually interact with the patients and do stuff in the hospital. So you can do it anywhere, but I decided to stay here and do my nursing internship at a hospital in Prague. And oh my god, it's been going great. Like, really cool, really great. They actually allow us to do a lot more hands-on things with the patients than I would have been able to do anywhere else, I think. Just because they're familiar with our program, they understand the training that we've had, and they know that we can do things, whereas maybe internationally, they don't know the depth of what our nursing education looks like, so they might not trust us, which is fair. So it's been going great. We have to complete a certain number of hours, and I'm almost done. I just have one more day to go tomorrow, and then I'll be all finished with nursing. And yeah, a little sad that it's almost over because I was having a really good time. But anyway. So I got the iPad Air. Just seemed like the right option based on many articles I read online. And frankly, I'm really excited, in case you couldn't tell. Let's rip this baby open. How do you rip it open? Oh, it's the other way. So the nursing internship is almost over. What are a few things that I did? Okay, so on my first day I helped with cleaning a patient, just like personal hygiene. I helped with cleaning up a peripheral IV. I have prepared medication. I have taken many EKGs, ECGs, whatever you want to call them. Because I'm in the cardiac intensive care unit, I do a lot of ECGs. There have been many patients that come in for cardioversions, which are basically like, it's like delivering a shock to the heart to restart the heart, and this usually we've done for patients that have atrial fibrillation. And atrial fibrillation, in case you don't know, because I didn't when I first came in here, we'd only studied like surface level pathology by this point, so I've learned a lot about the pathology of the heart in the past week or so. But atrial fibrillation is basically when the atria of the heart, so where the blood comes into the heart, those centers, those chambers aren't contracting properly, and it's a result of the conduction system not working properly. One of the things that you can do to help treat this is just deliver a shock to the heart with like an electrical defibrillator. And what this hopefully will do is restart the heart, kind of like, it's like an on-off button for the heart to restart the conduction system, make sure that everything's working properly. And I've seen many throughout this week. And after each one, you need to do an EKG, and that's what I've been doing. I've gotten pretty good at doing EKGs. I've got to be honest, never understood the placement of a 12-lead EKG until doing this internship, and now I feel like I'm slowly getting a handle of it. Still not perfect, but I'm getting a handle on it very slowly. Okay, I'm gonna open this puppy up. Come on. Come on. It's the hardest part. I'm not gonna swear on this channel. I won't. I've done it already, but try not to more. Oh. Okay, amazing. Oh, cool. It's thinner than I thought it would be, and a little bit smaller, but I'm actually really happy about that. I like it. I like it. I don't even want to take off the cover because I feel like I'm going to ruin it, mar it with my fingerprints. There is a USB-C charger here. I'm wondering if I'm allowed to charge an iPad with a MacBook charger. I dropped my phone on the iPad. Oh no. Can I charge iPad? No. iPad with MacBook charger. Yes. The answer is yes. Perfect. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. So, anyway, where was I? Cardioversions. Yes, I've gotten very good at doing EKGs after cardioversions. Oh my god, she's so pretty. I got the Starlight iPad, which is essentially this, like the silver one. It's a little bit of gold, goldy silver. Ta-da! Oh, she's so pretty. Okay, yeah, so I've gotten quite good at doing EKGs since this whole situation started. I'm still not great. I initially found it really hard to find the first intercostal space, which is the space between the first rib and the second rib. Like, I get what the clavicle is, but sometimes when a patient is lying down and for cardioversions, like delivering a shock to fix atrial fibrillation, the patient is put into a coma because it's a painful thing to experience. You don't want to be awake for that. When the patient goes into a coma, their body obviously like relaxes completely and sags a little bit, and sometimes the way that they're positioned or their relaxed position, it's hard to tell where the first intercostal space is. Also depends on like their body structure as well, and like weight, everything, male or female for that matter. Sorry, excuse me, I'm just picking up the charger from underneath here. There we go. Son of a bitch. There you go. No, you want to be on your side. Okay. So, yeah, I found it hard to find the first intercostal space for the longest time. And, ooh! It's saying hello in many different languages. Oh my god, this accent has to go. This is wild. Real cool. Never done this before in my life, as you can see. Enter the passcode of your iPhone. It may take a few minutes to activate your iPad. Okay, cool. So while that's happening, I can talk to you. Yeah, so I found it a little hard to find the first intercostal space, and as a result of that, position the leads properly, but eventually we got down, somewhat versed in the process of putting together an EKG now. Great news. What else have we done? We've given injections. I've given like insulin, as well as anticoagulants. They're subcutaneous injections, so subcutaneous. Why did the verification fail? Isn't it really hard to talk while doing this at the same time? I'm getting distracted so easily. Oh yeah, I want to set up Touch ID. Continue. Okay, you can basically administer subcutaneous injections on like your arm, like we've done vaccines and stuff, on your belly or on your thigh. To inject subcutaneous injections, you just pinch the skin and then angle the needle at like, what is it called? 45 degrees. and give the injection. And I've always struggled to do it fast because obviously if you give a needle in really slowly, the pain is more intense. You don't want the patient to be like uncomfortable, right? So I've always been really nervous about giving injections, and I would do it slowly on like the mannequins that we have set up at school. I agree to the terms and conditions. No, I'm not going to read them. And basically, the first time that I was doing it on a patient, it was an anticoagulant injection, and the nurse that's showing us around, he said fast, do it fast, do it fast. He said it 3 times, so obviously I had to go fast, and so I like, it was like jumping off like a bungee jump type of situation where I just had to do it really fast. It worked great. Happy, everyone's happy. What else? I've also administered pain medication through an IV. How do you want to transfer apps and data onto this iPad? I don't think I want to actually transfer any apps. I'm not transferring any apps or data onto this one because I kind of want this to be like its own thing. I don't want my iPad to be used for much else other than school and maybe like reading and maybe a little bit of like creative work for the YouTube channel, but that's it. I don't really want to do it much else with it, so we're starting from scratch with this one, kids. Anyway, so the iPad's pretty much set up. I'm going to now connect it with the Apple Pencil. I have, oh, today I saw an angioplasty. We were in the, I don't know what the unit is called actually. They had a different name in Czech and I don't know what it is in English. But basically we were in like the angiography unit where they basically use a catheter going through your femoral artery all the way up into your heart essentially. And or femoral artery? Yes, they go through the artery all the way up into the heart, and you can then visualize the heart that way by injecting fluorescent or like any kind of fluorescent dye and then taking an x-ray of that. So that's essentially what was happening there, and I was present to watch one of our patients get an angioplasty. He had a stent put into his left coronary artery, I think. Yes, I am sure that it was the left interventricular artery. So the angioplasty was a little bit of a shock to me because my dad had a heart attack as well a couple of years ago and had a stent put in. It was just like, I don't know, it made me feel some type of way. I don't know what it was. I felt really uncomfortable. The nurse that was with me showing me around asked me if I wanted to stay for another procedure, and usually I'd be like, hell yeah, I want to stay and see this, and whoa, it's so cool. But I was like, I want out. I want out. I don't like this. I don't want to stay here. But that doesn't bode well for you know, my future in angioplasty. Like, it was really cool, but it was just like, it freaked me out. So we came back to the cardiac ICU unit, and I hung out there for a bit, studied for a bit, did another cardio version. I also saw a central venous catheter put in, and I'd seen 2 done before from like, I think, newer doctors. This one was done by a more like experienced doctor, and oh my god, she did it so fast. Like, so fast. We were in and out in like, I want to say 15 minutes, like from the point where she like said hello to the patient for the first time to like bye. Whereas the other 2, because they were newer, they were a little bit more nervous. They were being very careful, like with like even the ultrasound, trying to find the vein more carefully. It was just, that one took maybe half an hour to do, those ones. She was done in like 15 minutes max. It was wild. And she barely used an ultrasound. It was just like at the beginning, just I guess to check like the anatomy of the vessels in the neck, to make sure there wasn't any kind of abnormality or anything, so she knew exactly where to insert the needle. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And it was so neat and tidy and oh, amazing. Anyway, yeah, so that's what's been going on. After that, I came home and basically just chilled out for a bit, had lunch, and now I'm talking to you while I set up this iPad. That's what's up there on that front. School will be starting in another 3-ish weeks. I have my schedule all set. I am like all right with it. Like the timings of everything is good, I think. I do wish I didn't have mandatory classes on Friday, but you know, it is what it is. I think the lecture schedule is a lot more reasonable compared to what I thought it was going to be, just because this year is supposed to be quite content heavy, a little bit more difficult. So I assumed there'd be more class time. There isn't. Yay. Still don't know how I'm gonna manage everything. I do want to study for the next 3 weeks before school starts and review what we've done so far in microbiology, because we have a part 2 of that course coming up this year. So that's what I'm gonna be up to for the next few weeks. I have 3 goals for this year. First year, it was pass first year, get involved, and then stay sane, like manage my mental health. Second year, it was pass second year. Get more involved with school and travel. And because I didn't do very much traveling this year, my goals are obviously to pass third year. I feel like that's the main goal all the time. Do well in school. But I also want to travel because I didn't get the opportunity to do so. I didn't find the opportunity to do so last year, and this time I also want to spend more time with friends because I will be living alone this year. My mom and my brother are both moving out, and I'm going to be in Prague all alone from now on, so spending time with friends is going to be very nice and a way to kind of make up for that loss a little bit as well. But that is that for this video. I think those are all the updates I have. How's the iPad doing? The iPad is 97% charged. This is pretty much all set up. I'm going to reorganize the apps and the homepage and pretty much just like make it look pretty. And then I will be done with this for today. Oh, you know what? I can download Anki too. So that's it for this. I'm gonna finish setting this up and then maybe read for a bit. I have a little bit more Anki to do, so I'll probably do that as well. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I will be back with another video soon. Maybe it'll be a study vlog next time, just to recap microbiology. I will need the full 3 weeks, I think. I have a good feeling that it's going to take a while to go over everything properly. So yeah, I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.